Hello everyone, Clint here. I hope everybody is doing great today. Today I want to talk about my Galaxy Watch 4 and specifically an app on this watch. This is going to be part of my app series, my app review series for Wear OS. One of the great things about the Galaxy Watch 4 is it did switch to Wear OS from Tizen, which does allow it to now use more apps than it ever had before, which is great. I do use several apps a lot, and today I'm going to talk about one specifically, a task manager of choice, and that is Todoist. So today Todoist has a fantastic Wear OS app on the watch, and we're going to go through those settings real quick and I'll show you how it works. So let's get down here a little bit further so you can see. All right, so first thing we want to do is we're going to pop it open, and there's Todoist right there. I always put my most used apps. I'm not sure how you guys do it, but I always put my most used apps right there. If you don't know how to change the location, it's just like your phone. You just kind of press and hold that and then kind of move them around where you want to. So okay, so let's open that right up, and it pops right open. As you can tell, it works really well. Also, it's one of what we'll test to see how well the bezel works. Because the bezel is not standard for Wear OS, sometimes it works a little funky in these apps. This one here, you got a list like this, and it seems to be scrolling just fine. And as you can tell here at the top, it says today. So the way this works is you can have different categories like today, upcoming, that kind of stuff, and you're able to pick a few of them specifically for the watch. And let's see how we do that. So if you drag down right here, if you notice those little three dots come up, all you do is press that, and then what happens here is you're going to get a view picker. So what view do you want to see when you open it? Let's get out of there. And as you can see here, the bezel does not work at all. It does go away after a while, and so you have to swipe, and the swipe is works just fine. And what it is it shows your favorites from the app. As you can see, nothing there. Let's go back into it. So you got different ones of these, upcoming. So then you have upcoming too, and that's going to be a lot more than I had to show. And you can see the scroll there works pretty good. And then let's see, we'll go up to the next one. And then you have the inbox, which your inbox is just the inbox collection of the Todoist app. Works really good. And as you can see here, now let's go back to, oops. Let's go back real quick to upcoming, and I want to just show you real quick what happens if you check one off. You can just check it off just like that, and it instantly disappears and it is gone. So you won't be able to find it unless you go back to the app on the phone. Okay, so on the bottom part here you have a little add, and you can have an add task and log out. So you can log out of your watch to where it doesn't show up on your watch anymore, and just add the task. So if you just click add task, it's going to ask you speak or type. And if you want to be able to, I usually speak it, so I'm just going to put don't ask again there. I don't know why that keeps doing that. I forgot it even does that. So you do have the don't ask. So if you know you're always going to choose either speak or type, you can click that. But if you change it up, you might want to not do that. But we do speak. It's going to bring up Bisbee. Take out the laundry. And then once you're done, Bisbee does its thing. It's going to ask, it tells you right there, put it on the inbox for today, because we are in the today view right here. And now we have Bisbee take out the laundry. Now real quick, I'll show you real quick on the watch here on my the phone. As you can tell, it's already synced over, and the one that we checked off is already synced over, so it goes pretty quick between the watch and the phone, which is good. Now a lot of people ask me, isn't it just easier to use your lists on your phone and faster? And it is a lot of times, but a lot of times it is super handy for to have this right here on your wrist. It leaves your hands free, so if you're doing anything, you know, you're doing an actual task or something, and then you want to be able to check that off, you can just come over here and check it off. Also, you know, a smartwatch, folks, we know that once we have a smartwatch, this phone, whatever phone you got going, you don't seem to care where it's at a lot. So you'll set that down in the house and take off and do your thing, and you still want to be able to use certain things on your wrist. Because everything comes to the the watch, you don't pay attention too much where the phone is. I don't know about you guys, but there's lots of times the phone rings and then I just answer right from the phone, and then I'll go find my phone. I'm not really too worried about it. So having those kind of apps on there is fantastic for those type of scenarios. I do use it. Obviously, I'd say probably 80% of the time I use my phone. But that 20% of the time is super handy, and I'm glad and grateful that the Samsung Galaxy Watch 4 went to the Wear OS and we can get those apps. But several more. I have lots more apps that I want to review if you wanted to take a look, so you can kind of get an idea of what your watch is capable of, whether you like that app or not. So stay tuned for those. Until then, I'm finished for this one, and I will see you on the next one.